How to survive in the Arctic. Surviving in the Arctic is an extreme challenge that demands specialized knowledge, physical resilience, and mental fortitude. The Arctic environment is characterized by extreme cold, limited food and water sources, and the constant threat of hypothermia. This essay outlines essential strategies for surviving in the Arctic, including preparation, shelter construction, finding food and water, maintaining body heat, and ensuring safety. Preparation and mindset. When you find yourself in the Arctic, the first step is to assess your surroundings and situation. Identify immediate threats such as predators or unstable ice. Determine your location and any available resources. Maintaining a calm and collected mindset is crucial for survival. Panic can lead to poor decisions and a rapid depletion of energy. Focus on immediate needs and prioritize tasks. Building shelter. In the Arctic, finding shelter is vital to protect against the extreme cold and wind. Look for natural formations such as caves, snowdrifts, or ice formations that can provide initial protection from the elements. If natural shelters are unavailable, build an igloo or a snow cave. An igloo can be constructed using blocks of hard-packed snow, while a snow cave can be dug into a snowdrift. Both types of shelters provide insulation against the cold. Ensure proper ventilation to prevent carbon monoxide buildup from breathing and any fire used for warmth. Finding water. Water is essential for survival, even in the cold Arctic environment. The primary source of water is snow and ice, which must be melted before drinking. Never eat snow directly, as it lowers body temperature and can lead to hypothermia. Use body heat or fire to melt snow in a container. In some areas, you might find liquid water under the ice or near the shorelines. Be cautious when approaching ice-covered water to avoid falling through. Use a stick or other tool to test the ice's stability before walking on it. Securing food. The Arctic offers limited food sources. Hunting and fishing are the primary methods to secure food. Learn to identify and track animals such as seals, fish, and birds. Construct simple traps or use fishing lines to catch fish. Be aware of local wildlife regulations and conservation practices to ensure sustainable practices. In the summer months, some edible plants, berries, and seaweed may be available. Learn to identify safe and nutritious plants. However, plant food sources are minimal compared to hunting and fishing in the Arctic. Maintaining body heat. Maintaining body heat is critical. Wear multiple layers of clothing to trap heat, including thermal undergarments, insulating layers, and waterproof outer layers. Ensure all clothing is dry, as wet clothes lose their insulating properties. Fire provides warmth, the ability to cook food, and a means to melt snow for water. In the Arctic, starting a fire can be challenging due to wet and frozen materials. Use dry tinder, such as birch bark or dead grass, and carry a reliable fire-starting tool like waterproof matches or a fire starter. Build a windbreak to protect the fire from strong winds. Navigation. Navigation in the Arctic is difficult due to the lack of landmarks and whiteout conditions. Use natural cues like the sun's position, when visible, prevailing wind direction, and star patterns. A compass can be valuable, but magnetic anomalies in the Arctic may affect its accuracy. If available, follow known trails, animal tracks, or waterways. These can lead to potential food sources or human settlements. Be cautious of thin ice and dangerous terrain. Signaling for help. Signaling for help is crucial for rescue. Use bright clothing, mirrors, or other reflective surfaces to catch the attention of rescuers. Create large SOS signals in the snow using rocks or other materials that contrast with the snow. Fire and smoke signals are effective for attracting attention. Build fires in open areas where smoke can be seen from a distance. Use green branches to create thick smoke. Staying safe from wildlife. The Arctic is home to dangerous predators such as polar bears and wolves. Recognize signs of these animals and avoid encounters whenever possible. Store food away from your shelter to avoid attracting animals. If you encounter a predator, remain calm and do not run. Make yourself appear larger, use loud noises, and back away slowly. Carrying a signal flare or other deterrent can be useful for frightening animals. First aid and health. Cold-related injuries such as frostbite and hypothermia are common in the Arctic. Recognize the symptoms and administer first aid promptly. For frostbite, warm the affected area gradually without rubbing. For hypothermia, Move the person to a warm environment, remove wet clothing, and provide warm, non-alcoholic beverages. Maintaining hygiene is challenging but essential to prevent illness. Clean wounds with melted snow and use improvised bandages. Keep living areas clean to avoid attracting pests. Surviving in the Arctic requires a combination of practical knowledge, physical endurance, and mental resilience. By focusing on essential needs such as shelter, water, food, heat, navigation, signaling, and safety, you can increase your chances of surviving until rescue or finding your way to safety. Equipping yourself with these skills and maintaining a positive mindset are the keys to overcoming the extreme challenges of Arctic survival.